alive today. It doesn't matter what they say.
Okay. Hello, Red Lotus Life. Oh my gosh. Welcome to another episode of Red Lotus Life. This is amazing. We're so excited to be showing up more consistent in this way and also to be able to share more about Healy today. So I have my beautiful co-host, Sara Elizabeth, right here next to me. So she'll be my demo. This is Red Lotus Life, where we provide resources and tools to create a life that you love after abuse. And Healy is something that we actually use quite often and is part of the bonuses for the Spiral Bundle during the holidays. So, um, yeah, I'm really excited to do this. So thank you for being the demo with it.
You're welcome. I love Healy. Healy is so like it's integral to our integration process, really, because when we are going through the spiral or we're doing any kind of clearing work whatsoever, it's really fast and easy to just run a Healy scan, do the analysis, and then get some vibrations. And it not only like shows us where we are on our integration journey, but it also actually like helps to support with the vibrations. It helps to support and integrate.
Mhm.
So like there's been so many times when I'm like, Lori, can you just do a Healy analysis and send some vibrations really quickly when, like all the five bodies are sort of feeling a little bit fractured, not integrated, and those vibrations just kind of like put everything into alignment, into place. So
Mhm.
super
Yeah.
excited.
I love it. I love it too because exactly for all those reasons that you just shared. So Healy, for those of you who do not know Healy, Healy has been around for a while now. Um, it came into the United States or was offered to the United States in 2020. And I was part of that team that kind of helped bring it over to the United States. So I know quite a bit about it. If anyone has questions, please put it in the comments. We're not going to go into like all the details because there's also a lot of you who are very familiar with Healy.
Mhm.
But we're just going to share like why is it part of the bonus with the spiral bundle, how we're going to be using it with the spiral experience, and we're going to do that demo. So Healy, this is a personal, it's so I love it because it's just so little. So little. I have a whole, in fact, I'm just going to put a website link down because there's a whole page that describes it. There's videos on it and everything else. So I'm not really going to go into that, but Healy is a medical frequency device. It's frequency and vibrations. And so with this demo, it's amazing to see that it doesn't matter if you are right next to each other. Sara and I, we are across a nation from each other. We both live in the States. I live on one side of the States and she lives on the other. So we are not near each other at all. And you're going to be able to see in real time how relevant this is and how it does scan the bioenergetic field through time and space. So it's so good. I wanted to share, so we do have a few spots. The spots are starting to be claimed for the spiral, the bundle that we have. I guess I'll just go ahead and share that real quick, and then we'll go into the demo. Um, so the holiday bundle, there's a total of 8 spots that we're offering. People are claiming them at this time. We still have 5 spots left, but we are in conversations with quite a few people. So if this is something that interests you, please go ahead and apply and just see what happens. Because if it, the spiral has a way of calling to people and they don't actually even know why. They just go, oh, they hear the word spiral and then they're like, what is this? And then they fill the pool. So if you feel that, just take a chance, fill out the application, and we can just kind of go from there and see what happens. So the spiral bundle is something we have not ever offered before. So Sara Elizabeth and I are both spiral practitioners. I'm an advanced practitioner, and then Sara Elizabeth is a certified practitioner and also a womb spiral practitioner. So you'll get both of us supporting you through the spiral in this spiral experience that we have created. In the bundle, um, there is a scholarship program as well that we are offering. So that's really cool too. The scholarship program, there's 3 different tiers. So even if you're like, this may not be something that I can afford, please go ahead and apply because more than likely it is. So wanted to let you know about that. And then the bonuses, so we have 2 additional sessions. We have 8 of these Healy Aura scans that we'll be doing in between sessions to see where are you in your integration. We'll be we'll be sprinkling in the human design and gene keys. So you'll be living that and embodying that. Private community here, and then unlimited support between sessions. And then now until December 31st, or until there's no more spots left, we are also offering up to $300 off. So, yeah, very excited. All right, so we like to use Healy in between because it does, just like what Sara Elizabeth was saying, it actually accelerates integration. It's really cool because what it does is it reads the bioenergetic field. Which the bioenergetic field is the unconscious. And so it shows us exactly what's going on. There's all kinds of information that comes from this. You'll be able to see this here in a moment. And then with the vibrations and frequencies, it actually harmonizes that. So it clears the bioenergetic field and harmonizes it so that now you can start to move forward in that integration again. So
Mhm.
it tells us stuff that it connects dots that we would never know. It also is able to show us if it's ancestral. So like if it's life themes or karmic or parental, grandparents, or even ancestral. So
Mhm.
that's what's really cool about this too. It also shows if it's in the physical body or is this in the mental body. It shows all kinds of things. So we're not guessing. It's literally telling us. All
Yeah,
right. Yeah, go
it's
ahead.
I was just going to say it's just really, really cool because not only does it bring up what's in the unconscious, but it's also validating what we already know. It's
Mhm.
validating even all of the nuances that kind of come up when we are doing clearing work. And I don't know, like it's kind of just magic, right?
It really is. It really is. I always look at this. I really like using it with my client. In fact, I have a lot of clients that actually have one because I sit there and I go, well, this is kind of it's like the easy way to clear again, right? Because that's what we're doing. We're clearing and releasing and then harmonizing our bioenergetic field, which is our auric state, which
Hmm.
is our unconscious. So
Hmm.
it's really amazing. So what we do is we start with an intention. Okay. And so Sarah Elizabeth and I, we recently went through the spiral ourselves again with a certification that we were helping to facilitate. So Sarah is so amazing to say, yeah, I'll be vulnerable. I'll be vulnerable. And yeah, let's see where I'm at in my integration, right?
You never know what's going to come up, so this could be fun.
Yeah. All right. So what we do, it is with an app. So I just want to show everyone this is the device. This is the app right here. I've got Sarah pulled up. We'll be doing an aura scan. There's lots of different scans that you can do at the Healy. This one we're going to be doing an aura. So Sarah, let's see, I want to make sure this is all hooked up and going. Will you hold your intention and I'll tell you when it has run the scan?
Yes, and my intention is to just find out where I am in the integration process as far as spiral as my latest spiral journey is concerned.
Okay. All right. So hold that intention. It's going to be twofold. We're going to get an interpretation first and then an analysis. So hold that intention right now. I'm going to show everybody as this goes. Okay. So here we go. All right. So it just showed up. It's that fast.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh my gosh, your sacral chakra is at 100%.
Oh, well. I told you the creator was online.
The creator is online. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna like you can't really see this. We'll do another demo where we actually share the screen or something with you, but for this one, we'll just kind of go through it. So it is showing that your crown chakra is at 85%. Your third eye, so this is out of 100%. Your third eye is at 87%. The throat chakra is 71%. Heart chakra, 58%.
Mm,
Solar plexus chakra, 91%. Sacral, 100%. And then the root is at 84%. So I'm going to make a note that I'm going to run the heart chakra as the lowest right now as at 58%. So I'm just making a note to actually run that for you after we're done here
okay.
to harmonize the heart chakra. Okay. All right. So it's really cool what happens. There's a whole interpretation that goes on here, a report that comes out. It'll show you, it'll give you so much information about each chakra, how to support it, like colors, frequencies, foods, all kinds of stuff. I mean, literally all kind of organs. It's everything.
Hmm.
This is a medical frequency device, so has a lot of information that shows you that it'll send to you. Okay, so now we're going to do the analysis because this is the part that we wanted to show all of you. Okay, so hold your intention again. I'll tell you when it's done. Okay, so starting that, it's running it again. Okay, so it just now this is the analysis and it happens this fast. All right. So this is also German made, so it just literally tells you how it is. It says the first one is the root chakra. Do you want me to just go ahead and read all this out loud?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So the root chakra, the present state of this one says the mother was on a quest of her own security or religiousness. I'm like, this is so funny because I know. So I'm like, yep. And then it says, the desired state is my mother is deeply rooted within herself. So there's a lot of, I just want to show all the people, there's a lot of stuff that actually gets said here, but we're only going to do a couple of things just for the sake of this demo. So the present state, the mother was on a quest for her own security or religiousness. Well, would you like me to tell you the codes and everything, and then you can tell me? Yeah, I'm gonna share with you the codes, and then you can tell me why this is relevant and why relevant.
Yeah. Relevant.
Okay, I'm like that sounded weird. Man, words, I swear, all the time with these clears. Okay, all right, so LMII. Okay, so this is in the spiritual body, and it's in the area of wrong acting. So basically, the actions are not in alignment with the soul. So the mother was on a quest for her own security or religiousness. How does that apply to your spiral journey and where you're at now?
Well, my overarching intention for my spiral journey was actually to be able to hold the frequency of wealth in all five bodies. And so this is directly related to that because security, and this has been a theme that's been coming up for me in different containers now, even as we like and say as the soul has come up in the lunar journeys container around security where that pertains to wealth and that looks like abundance not only financially but like just a wealth of even abundance of joy, abundance of of however that can show up for you in all five bodies, honestly. And then the sense of not being guarded
Hmm.
And having not chosen, and especially like the like level 6 and level 7 of the spiral, the ages that came up for me were specific to the ages of 3, 7, and 12, where I had a significant amount of trauma in my life at that time. And we all know that trauma and sort of also sexuality and all of that is directly related to our wealth and our money, security. So you cannot make this up. And
You
it's
can't.
like, yeah, it's the security where, like, even within a relationship dynamic, it's the security within self. Uh, It's showing up across all spectrums. So,
Mhm. Which it makes sense now why your sacral chakra was at 100% and your root chakra was high as well,
yes.
because that is actually the two chakras related to money
Hmm. And not only that, but it's,
and
yeah,
safety and security. Mhm.
yes, yes. But not only that, but where the analysis is bringing up the mother, the security of the mother, this is also generational.
Mhm.
This is being cleared through space and time generationally throughout my lineage.
Yep. This is why I love Healy because it actually confirms that.
Yes.
So good. All right. So the next one is the throat chakra. So this one is C6. Okay. So this is mental and emotional bodies in the area of wrong acting. So again, the action's not lining up with the mental body and the emotional body. Okay, so the present state is the person clearly communicates their needs and receives what makes them happy and what they want. The person clearly communicates their needs and receives what makes them happy and what they want. So the desired state says the existing state is further anchored. I communicate my needs clearly and receive what makes me happy and what I want. So why would this be in the area of wrong acting with your spiral journey? I guess, how is all this relevant to you in your integration?
I may need to contemplate on this because if I'm clearly communicating, like I love that aspect because that shows that's a validation of how far I've come, right? Because I'm
Yeah,
clearly communicating and receiving what I'm desiring to receive. Um, Wrong acting. Was there a code for whether it was parental, generational, or
that is
karmic?
the code.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's the code. The code is that it's wrong acting in the mental and emotional bodies. So basically the actions aren't lining up with mental and emotional bodies.
Do you have any ideas there? Because I don't know how clearly communicating and receiving what I'm desiring is wrong acting.
Okay, so I'll share there, it goes deeper into it. See, this is what I love.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the present state description is the throat chakra is shining in the color blue, therefore expressing the harmony that flows through the whole body. The themes of the heart chakra are perceived as harmonious. Man, words, swear.
Mhm.
So the themes of the heart chakra are perceived as harmonious. So let me look at this present state. Throat chakra shining in the color blue, therefore expressing the harmony that flows through the whole body. The desired state, this is the description for the desired state. The throat chakra is shining in the throat chakra color blue, and the themes of the throat chakra are further anchored. There is a deeper knowledge of the power of unconditional acceptance, and the responsibility for one's own topics is integrated. One's individuality is brought into the world through communication. So it's only like a small tweak. There's just a small tweak. You're almost, so if we're looking at this with, if I were to do an interpretation of this analysis, it's like there's this small tweak that needs to happen. You're almost there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you're almost there. There's just something, the actions aren't lining up with the mental and emotional bodies that actually needs to be expressed. Like, because this is expression, right? So with it being in the throat. So
We're
there's,
talking about security. Well, I got it. I know
yeah,
what it
because
is
it's
now.
heart. Heart needs to come through the throat.
Yes, and when we're talking about security and wealth, right? Holding the frequency of wealth, it's really the tweak is actually okay, aligning the heart with those places where security will be found. Does that
Mm-hmm.
make sense?
Mm-hmm. It does, because it says that you're clearly communicating your needs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's yeah, aligning the heart. Because right
Mm-hmm.
now it's talking about the heart is perceived as harmonious, but this is the throat. So expressing it to who it needs to be expressed to, probably
Right,
aligning the
yes.
heart with who it needs to be expressed
Mm-hmm.
to in order to receive.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool to see that that is almost integrated and just that little tiny tweak. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving into the next one, now we're in root chakra. Okay. So this one actually is something different. I love it when it's something different. The present state, let's see, what is the different though? Okay, so this is physical body. So I love this because spiral literally releases at a cellular level. So I love it when it's physical body because it's also showing that it's the physical body that's here and speaking. So, and it's also in the area of the life theme. Okay, so this is like your life theme and it's physical body here. So there is a state of control of money. This is so funny. You cannot make this stuff up. The desired state is I am free from the influence of money. So, do you have anything more to share on that one?
Okay, can you state it? What is it again? It was
The
there
present
is
state is there is a state of control of money.
um I think that makes perfect sense because of just even like our intention, even moving forward with the business and like feeling like we need to somehow control what's coming in or,
Yeah, we're very focused on money just in the business. Yeah, like where is it and where are we allocating it and all that stuff.
yeah. And so I think that even like a small little tweak here would just be to like let go of the attachment of where anything's coming from or where it's going, you know,
Hmm.
and just allowing it.
Yeah, yeah. So the desired state is I am free from the influence of money. So yeah, just
Yeah.
detached. Hmm.
Hmm.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And I just have to share this with everyone because it's like we were literally having like a little mini meeting, like business meeting before this. And then so to show up here in this way, even with the integration of her journey, is awesome to see.
Hmm.
Okay. So now we're in the heart chakra. So heart chakra. It's C15, which the C15 is mental and emotional bodies. It's in the area of wrong acting, so actions not aligning with mental and emotional bodies. So the present state says the person is feeling emotionally insecurity through love. So I just all this whole thing is like secure and safety and all that, which is also the theme of your spiral. So it's fun.
Yes.
Okay, so present state. The person is feeling emotional insecurity through love. The desired state is I am at peace within myself, feel emotionally safe, and encounter love open-heartedly. So why do you think this is showing up in relevance?
I mean, you just can't make it up. It directly correlates with my experience. Um, can you say it one more time?
The
Person.
person, the present state,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the present state is the person is feeling emotional insecurity through love.
Okay, well, that is my experience. And it directly correlates with security, money,
Mhm.
the entire theme, wealth, being able to hold the frequency of wealth. I mean, yes.
Yeah. So this is cool. So now if this was somebody that I was working with, I'd be like, okay, so what are the actions that need to be tweaked to be in alignment with mental and emotional bodies?
Hmm.
So this is amazing. All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so heart chakra. This one is the physical body and it's also a life theme.
Okay.
Okay. So the person can no longer feel joy. The desired state is I feel joy and I am connected with my inner being.
And what was the area of life?
It's a physical body, so this is going to be releasing from the physical body, and then it's a life theme. So it's literally something that's through the whole life. So the person can no longer feel joy.
This is interesting because on my last analysis, it said something different. So that also directly tells us that this is specific to the integration. This is related to level 7 and those ages of 3, 7, and 12.
Hmm.
So whatever is present there is in the process of being released and integrated because we have that joy is one of the root clears in level 7. And if we're talking about conditioning, childhood trauma, and that kind of thing, I would say that that would be fitting for that pattern that came up,
Yeah.
not being able to feel joy.
Would you like my perspective?
Sure.
Okay. So when this happens and this comes up, a lot of people
Hmm.
are like, "What? What do you mean I'm no longer able to feel joy?" Like I'm able to feel joy. But just
Yeah.
like what you said, level 7, we actually we release conditioning around joy. What
Yeah.
we do is we neutralize that so that there's not these external circumstances that have to happen in order for us to feel joy. So we are not releasing joy. We are not um a lot of people are like, I want joy in my life, right? That's the reason why I like doing this stuff is because I want the joy. I want to heal. So when I see this, it is an exact representation of the integration and where she is at. Level
Hmm.
7 is the last level that we integrate with the spiral. There's literally 4 weeks of integration that has to happen yeah, 4 weeks of integration mandatory between level 7 and then session 8 because of this. So she is in the releasing process. She's in that neutral state right now. And then what happens is now we learn to respond versus react to joy. So our external circumstances of Disneyland or whatever having to happen, the best day of our lives that actually imprinted and conditioned what joy looks like. Now she gets to actually, where was this? This was in the physical body. Yeah, this is literally releasing at a
Experience.
yeah, you're releasing at a cellular level right now. So it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, so now you get to respond to actually what does joy feel like? And a lot of times joy, I know for you, joy is like nourishing food. It's that stillness. It's the slow mornings. It's
Yeah.
the thing, it's not all the hype anymore. And so now it's releasing that a little more, and especially around those ages that came up for you. Now it's connecting to that place and creating the new neural pathways to
Yes.
experience joy and from an authentic place.
Right. Yeah. It's the internal joy that we talk about that, I feel like that can be elusive for so many people.
Hmm.
And through doing this work, that's something that I know for sure myself, and I think Lori will agree. Like, we now know that internal joy that comes from within when you're just walking down the street and you're happy for no reason because there's beautiful flowers and sunshine
Hmm.
and you really get to experience that. And it's not coming from anything that's happening outside of you. Like we all know that joy that comes from, our children did something amazing and that brings us joy, or even the example of Disney World,
Hmm.
right?
Well, I think this is also that whole thing around money, right? So since this is money, so it's that
Yeah.
whole thing around money. Like people can make so much money, they can be
And
so
still,
wealthy and still not be able to feel that joy, still not be able
yes.
to feel fulfilled in their life or have purpose in their life, you know.
Yep.
So it comes back to even this of like, yeah, so the desired state is I feel joy and I am connected with my inner being because that's actually where joy comes from, not these external circumstances. So I love this. It shows exactly where you are in integration and also with
Yep.
our timeline of when we completed the
The
spiral.
spiral. Yep.
So I'm like, this is perfect.
Yep.
All right, you ready for the next one? We have
Yes.
one, two, three. Oh, we have four. Wow, there's quite a few here still left. Okay. All right, so root chakra. This is LMLX. So this is going to be spiritual body in the area of wrong acting. And yes, it does use these words, even though there's no such thing as wrong. This is where the German terminology comes into play. Okay, so the person tries to fill out to, okay, let me try this again. The person tries to fill out a role, an ideal image, but it does not apply to them. The desired state is I am authentic and true to myself.
I mean, I can see I can see lots of places where that could be true.
Me too. Like, can I give an example?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's an example. So the present state, the person tries to fill out a role, an ideal image, but it does not apply to them. I feel like, let's say, so we're talking wealth, right? Wealth story, money
Hmm.
story, all that stuff, security, all that. We're not fans of social media. Like
Yeah.
you're not a fan of social media, like you, but yet in business, this is part of marketing is and
Right.
promoting, and also not even that, but just even connecting, right? Just connection. That's where a lot of people go to connect. And so it's like, yeah, being in here, but also not necessarily being in alignment. Like if social media went away, you'd be totally fine with that.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like that's just an easy example there.
Yep.
Okay. Are you good to move to the next one?
Yes.
Okay. So heart chakra. Here we are, D1E24. So this, oh, and I just hear ringing over here. It's grandparents. All of a sudden that just came in. All right. So this is grandparents. This is really cool whenever it's this type of stuff because it is the ancestral work and also it just shows that it's not necessarily Sarah's.
Right.
Okay, so the present state is the person is able to relate to other people. This is cool. The desired state, the existing state is further anchored. I am able to relate to other people. So there has been integration there. There's harmony there.
Mm, that's really cool. Um, so because it is grandparents, and that means it's ancestral and generational healing, and where that is related to money or security, we have to be able to relate to other people in order to have an exchange of any kind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially money.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask you if you feel this is more your maternal side or paternal side, especially where all of a sudden I had the ringing, like somebody was right here.
I was immediately thinking maternal, but I think it applies to both.
Very cool. Cool. So it's showing that there has integration has happened there.
Hmm.
Awesome.
Whoop, whoop.
I know. All right. So throat chakra is the next one. LMXXIV. So this is spiritual body, and it's in the area of wrong acting. The person has learned to express themselves like their father. And the desired state is I am connected to my inner self and express myself authentically.
Hmm. Person has learned to express themselves like their father.
Mhm.
Um, where money and security are concerned, yeah, that's probably very true.
So the
Yeah,
desired state, I'm connected to my inner self and express myself authentically. So it's just doing that little tweak in integration. So also with the spiral journey, we do integration activities so that we
yeah.
do create that new neural pathway and we break the old and we just imprint something different, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, very cool. So now this is an example of added integration that could happen and it's specific. So where before with the spiral journey, it was did you have anyone actually give you integration activities to this? I'm
Are
curious.
you asking me?
Hmm.
No.
Okay, so now this is why we like doing this because now we can go, okay, here's where the tweak is. It's with fathers specifically. So now Sarah Elizabeth can go and contemplate, reflect on all of this and be like, okay, so where am I expressing myself like my father did with safety, security, money? And how the desired state is I am connected to my inner self and express myself authentically. So it's making that little tweak that was in her unconscious mind, now bringing it into the conscious and going, where can I tweak that? Because, oh yeah, I was, yeah, because we do what we're modeled. What am I trying to say here? What we see is what we do. So especially
Yeah.
as children, right? So we
Hmm.
can all see that. So this is really cool because now she can do this into tweak and integration and really shift that over.
Yep.
And breaking that ancestral pattern because now she will be modeling something different for her children. So
Yes.
this is really cool. All right. Throat chakra, ready?
Yep.
Okay. LMM. So this is, what is this? Spiritual body. This is going to be in the area of wrong lifestyle and missing trust. Okay, so the present state, the person knows the phenomenon of emotional extortion by the outside world and is
Mm.
therefore controlling their expression. The desired state is my surroundings are trustworthy and my personal expression is authentic.
Yeah. I don't really have much to add to that because it's yes.
Yep. So now also seeing the integration there, right? Okay, so what needs to shift in the lifestyle so that I can gain trust and I can have my surroundings represent or be trustworthy and my personal expression so that I can have a personal, authentic expression. So this is why we like Healy because it goes into the places, it shines a light into the shadows of like, okay, where are we at? How can we shift? What needs to be tweaked? And it goes super detailed into that. So, yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to add to that last one?
No, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think.
It is. Okay. All right. So from here, I am going to run the vibrations and then I'll run the heart chakra for you afterwards.
Okay.
The frequency program because then what that does is it now harmonizes the heart chakra, which harmonizes the rest. So let me go ahead and start that. Okay. And this all happens through time and space. So she is receiving, my intention is that she is receiving all the frequencies and vibrations that are in her highest and best. So really cool stuff. Healy goes deep in all the ways. So if anybody has any questions, just let us know. We are happy to answer. Just drop them in the comments. Or
Yeah.
you can go check it out on the website that I'll drop below too.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to add?
No, I'm very much in the energy of all the clears right now, really.
Yeah, plus I'm running these vibrations too. So,
Hmm. And
but
you
yeah.
can feel them. I don't know, if you're sensitive to energy, you can feel them, and I
Hmm.
always do.
Hmm. It's true. Okay, so that was really cool. Thank you for being a demo and
Of
for being so
course.
vulnerable in that way. So, if you join us on the spiral journey, we have spots still available. We're trying to get everyone settled now through December. And then starting in January, we would absolutely love for you to come on this journey with us. If you're feeling the call in any way, shape, or form, or you're curious about it, just apply, just see what happens because um, it just has a way of calling to the soul.
The whisper.
Yep. All right. So we'll see you next time. Thank you for being with us. Okay.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye.